probably a good idea.
And I'm back.
But because like obviously like I don't think the game has a lot of replayability. Like it does
No,
for
it does. It has absolutely. It's so much replayability.
really.
Each so you can make your own character, or you can play some of their pre-builds. Like each of those like characters that get there that when you pushed off the edge, you can play as her, and each one of those characters has their own little story and like storyline you can play through the whole game as. Each race has different interactions. Each class has different interactions. Like if you have anything that can speak with animal, you can speak to any animal in the game, and they have like voiced lines.
So this sounds like Divinity.
I almost was able to speak to an
It's made by
animal.
the same people.
Oh, it is. Oh, that's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah,
Never
that's
mind.
it.
That game sounds like it's got tons of replayability.
Oh, no, there's so much replayability, and the game is ridiculously long.
They're talking about Baldur's Gate 3.
Man, we need to get a party for that.
Anyway, I'm gonna
Hop out.
Yeah.
All right,
Alrighty.
good night, you wonderful bean. I probably will too, so that way I'm not bothering Jay's stream.
Oh, you're fine. I don't mind chatting. I mean, this game is kind of mindless in a sense.
That's fair. I mean, I probably stay. I just will be talking about what's going on in my game.
That's fine. But yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 is what me and Dash are playing when it's not the Borderlands week.
Fair.
Okay, well, go bye.
All right,
Goodbye.
good night, you wonderful bean. Well, I like the Tales of series. I know a lot of people give it flack, but I enjoy them.
I mean, Tales of Symphonia is like one of my favorite RPGs.
That's fair. Well, like some of them are really good, but like some of them aren't. But like I enjoy a lot of them. Like I enjoy. I don't think I played Symphonia, but I played Tales of Abyss and Tales of Grace's F. Tales of Grace's F. I like any day I had off, I would just play that game for like 16 hours straight or something like that on every day because I was just so enthralled by the story. The Tales of series, the only reason I don't finish some of them is because of like either something happens to the copy I've got or I just like will have a period of time where I can't put time into it and I like will forget where I'm at and I don't want to restart it. But because like I love the stories and stuff like that. They're very unique in a sense for me.
Yeah,
I feel like
aside from Symphonia 1 and 2, I haven't really played any of the Tales of games. But I have a few on Steam that I've been planning on playing.
Oh, which ones you got?
I honestly do not remember.
I could probably look it up. Because I feel like people were okay with Tales of Zestiria. I think they didn't, like, it was really either hit or miss with Tales of Berseria, but I know Tales of Arise is a really good one.
Okay, there we go. Whoa! I forget what the button to dash is. That one.
I'm actually about to enter this. I'm in the second area of this one, but like the combat's really cool for them. Enemies are really interesting design.
Played one on GameCube and 360. The only GameCube one I know of was, I believe, Symphonia 1.
Symphonia was the GameCube.
I didn't really encounter many bugs in that game. It wasn't easy.
No, it was not an easy. Like some of, like I want to say for the most part, most of them aren't. Like you actually have to put time and effort into like getting equipment and grinding and stuff like that.
Sure, I'll increase my armor rating. Sure, I'll increase my armor rating. Flagration.
Which is another thing I really like about some of them. It's just like it's not it seems repetitive in the sense that you're constantly fighting enemies, but at the same time it's still like fresh in a certain extent. It doesn't feel like terrible, and I haven't had any issues about being overwhelmed with it either.
Sure. This game looks really cool when you have the visuals turned up, but then you can't see where you need to dodge.
Yeah, that's fair.
Multicast of meteor shower, sure. Whoa.
I wish I had more party members.
Reroll, please. Ooh, meteor. Yes,
I will
please.
say Tales of Arise has an interesting healing system. Instead of instead of having mana in order to be like, all right, cool, I have X amount of mana in order to cast healing spells, you actually have a healing pool. Like, it's called Cure Points. I think I've got 194. And it's not like you need, like, if you use 100, you heal 100 health. It's got its own, like, proportionate values.
That is weird. Also, man, that is bad luck with those games there, DM Chaos.
What games?
The Tales of games that they played. For the GameCube, it apparently wiped their memory card, and for the 360, it gave them the red ring.
Oh, that's awful. I know the 360 was Tales of Vesperia. That's awful that it did that to you, though. That does suck.
Yeah.
I normally don't have those kind of issues, so I'm sorry that you did. What was I gonna say?
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, you're fine. What's it called? And then, like, all of the Tales of games, because I don't know if, I don't remember if Symphonia did it too. You can only hold a low number of healing items. I think that's been more recent ones, but I don't know if it was in Symphonia. Like, I think in this one you can only hold, like, 15 apple gels, which is, like, your, like, non-spell healing.
Yeah, the healing item. The standard healing is apple gels.
You can only, like, get, like, 15 of them in your inventory at a time. So you don't need to use a spell in order to use CP. Like, if you're out of a fight, you can just use it. And you recover CP either with orange gels or resting at, like, a campfire or an inn.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting mechanic to have, in my opinion, because it's just like you don't have to worry about, like, wasting spells or anything. Like, you worry about using magic, because MP is not a thing in this one. So you can just burn through abilities and stuff like that like crazy. I find it fascinating.
Okay, I'm going to have to turn the settings. Turn down special effect visuals. Whoop. Because now I need to be able to see these rings. Whoa. Damage increase to everything that's fire? Well, isn't that fun as a fire mage? Here I go. Relentless. Area of effect of everything that's fire. Man!
That's interesting.
I don't really want that. I'll increase my mercies. Cool. Give me magnetic. Oh, hold on. Banish that. Cool. And then higher chance for criticals. Now I just gotta wait for this stupid poison to go away. Whoa. Nope. I have those Overlord games on PC. I played through most of the first one, but that was years ago.
Of what?
Overlord.
Never played it.
I'll say I played it, but it was years ago. Also, my model changed something. Switch backwards. My cord must have brushed against the numpad. Let's see. Damage, yeah. Well, it's the adorable giant deadly T-Rexes. Ooh.
I should pull up your chat so I can actually see it.
Your cadence reminded me of Claptrap there.
There.
That's cool.
Yeah. What?
Just you imitating the Claptrap unintentionally.
Fair.
Burst skill multicast. Yes, please. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop touching me, people.
Them bitches got guns.
Excuse me. I'm going this way. There's a turret crystal somewhere, isn't there? Where are you? Oh, dear. Here you are. Stupid crystal of lots of random damaging. Ah, shoot. Sure, make them burn more. Whoop. Nope. 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 Maybe. Nope. More damage. No. Oh, I lost one of my lives.
Oh no.
Whoo! Whoo!
Alright, I should fight some of these smaller. Ow, ow, ow. Why do these bitches have flamethrowers?
Should be pains in the butt. Please for to melt enemies. Sure, give me more health. damage increase. No,
Ow.
not the beam, people.
Not the beams! Not the beams! Don't stop. I don't want you to. I want to focus this guy.
Yeah, I'll take a speed increase, sure. No, no. Okay, you Beam McGee over here, please die. Perish. Here comes the beam. Ah! 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 I'm stuck on a wall. Hey, purple crystal thing, please perish.
No,
Thank you.
it's purple. It has to live.
No, it's killing me. Somehow. Oh, I hate the fact that these trees have such huge hitboxes for no reason. I might perish. Shoot, and the next batch of bosses are about to spawn. Another freaking beam guy appeared.
Of course.
Why am I in the air? There's 3 enemies that fire beams, and now the djinns have appeared. Oh boy. Pink Floyd. I don't hear any offhand. Oh, so many beams are trailing me. Whew. Mm. I defeated one of the bosses. Can't get the loot yet. Too many other bosses in the way.
Fair.
Ah! Waste my health. Sure, more dots. Cool, I'm down to 2 bosses again right before I'm about to summon the next 2.
Interesting.
Ah!
You can't get even close enough to kill them.
No. And there's the next bosses. Oh goody, one's the demon. To my knowledge, the fastest of the bosses. Oh, there's the beam. Ah! Get off of them!
Like you can't get close, and that's like the worst part.
I do have a lot of auto-targeting things, but it auto-targets random enemies that are within eyesight, which the bosses typically aren't anymore. I just have to hope that I can get enough AoE that my attack basically reaches the whole field.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me more health. Holy, holy, holy. Ah! Ah! Not the beam of crazy death. Oh. Ah, gotcha, DM games. Expensive. No, don't launch me into the air and make me really slow. Too many things! Patch of poison! Give me fire! Ah! I got stuck. Blah. Restart.
What's this one? Oh, she has a lot of points.
This time I'm going to try to...
Elemental defense, elemental attack. Ooh, I kind of wanted this one.
keep getting skills that can...
That's a must.
Yeah, I did get moderately far.
Did you kill them?
Oh no, I died.
Oh, okay.
That was the final wave, I believe, for this one. It would have let me unlock the next one because what I'm doing is ever increasing. They call it curse runs. Basically, you keep adding more difficulty layers to what you're doing. Whoop. Don't stab me. Like, one of the curses I have makes to the when a boss would spawn, 2 bosses spawn. Whoa! No, not fire. Fire shield sucks. Get rid of it. Ooh, smite is not bad. But I want fire skills. Expansive. More health. Oh. Meteor. I see you up here. What? I don't want increased damage to my flamethrower. I'll be getting rid of it. Damage increased to meteor, however. Chaos Golem. The one fire thing I want, or non-fire thing I want, because it's a distraction. What's that? That'd be a waste. Don't want any of these. Reroll? No. Reroll? No. Running out of rerolls here. Give me something useful. Are you serious? Fine, firewall. I want the multi-meteors. Get rid of flamethrower. Cool, now I don't have to aim anything. At least until I grab my little fire portal down there. Damage increase for meteor. Every time you provide or do burn, you can slow.
Poodle!
Turtle?
Poodle!
Oh, poodle.
No. Hoot. Hoot. Bull.
Bootle?
Yeah, that's the name of the owl in this game.
Aha. Which one am I missing? What is it on that? That might be all I need to do. Oh, goody, it's the mech thing that fires the lasers. Ugh. You know what? Sure.
So cool. There's supposedly an owl in this area. And I don't know where he's at.
Flame wave. Whoa. Vanishes. Oops. All chance of slow. Very effective firewall. Very effective flame wave. Let's take 2 less damage. Ooh, or very effective meteor. Ah, you have other targets this time, don't you? There's only so many of me you can target.
Only so many of me you can target.
I know what I said. Armor power, sure. Whoa. Wow.
Oh, do you have an iron golem?
Chaos Golem, yes.
Oh.
I have 3 currently.
Oh.
Down there on the bottom is a tiny little 3, which shows the number of them I have.
Gotcha.
Is this? Whoa. No, thank you. I will increase conflagrations area.
Poodle is damn cute.
It's an evil version of my thing.
And much bigger.
Yes. It is a boss. But see, it's so much easier to do this when I can just stay near them without being waylaid on by them.
What the fuck are these? What up, big boys? Oh, you're berserkers.
Let's melt this person. More debuffs. Multicast of burst skills? Sure. Woohoo! Damage of flame wave. Resilience. Multicast of fire? Relentless.
Bruh, I missed that. Upsetting.
Hmm?
I'm fighting monsters, and I have a combo that lets me launch enemies in the air. And usually when you do that, they have a meter that builds up that basically lets me, like, just do a lot of damage. And, but the enemy was heavy enough to where I couldn't do that. And I had almost gotten him to the point where I could have done a lot of damage, but since he was heavier, he fell to the ground, and I couldn't do it, and I was upset about that.
Understandable.
Because the, like, ultra-powerful moves that you can do like that are very cool and colorful. I'll have to show you sometime.
This run is going so much smoother now that I have distractions on my side.
Wait, it's going smoother because you have the Chaos Golem?
Yeah. Them diverting attention just makes all the difference in the world.
I imagine.
Oh, good gracious, that guy. Jeez, you guys and your AoEs. Oh, is that the purple thing down there making their AoEs bigger or something?
Probably.
I don't know what it does, because it doesn't seem to target me with attacks like the red one does. Sure, I'll attack a little faster. Where are you, purple? Whatever you're doing needs to stop.
You want to go, bitch? Let's go.
It's a lot of enemies. Where are my golems? There is another purple. Jeez, this map is channeling your power.
Yes. Embrace the purple. Tomatoes. How are the tomatoes growing in freezing cold weather?
They're fire tomatoes.
Apparently. Where's this owl?
Another purple one. This was kind of like pinky purple. It might just be lighting from where I am. But it looks more pink than the other. Oh, good lord.
Oh my.
Anytime it wants to die would be lovely, thank you. Hey, hey, flame portal thing. How about I get up there? Ooh, these are all pretty good.
Down here?
Aerial effect of meteor. Dude, Chaos Boy, perish. Cast. Oh. Oh no, I lost a life.
Oh no, I lost my brain. I don't know. Ooh, that's a cool art. Oh, I was so close.
Whoa, 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 whoa. No, 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 no. Huh.
Do you summon more golems over time, or...?
Yeah, everything down there automatically, when the cooldown is done, activates. And the Chaos one is constantly going off. If they're... Because I have a limit of 3, but if one... Like, if I have all 3, it just starts the countdown again, but anytime one gets KO'd, the next time I have a countdown, I can summon one. However, with multicast, which I have a decent number of at this point, I can summon multiple at a time. I can get some of these upgrade cards that increases my limit. I'll get this. I'll get expensive. Whoa. Ah, my HP went tiny. Hey, heal crystal.
My HP went tiny. Those are words.
Yes. That's a lot of enemies in a tiny area.
I feel like I've been. Except maybe there?
I'm guessing one of my golems got defeated at some point because I just summoned one. Ah! Don't look at me, lady. Area effective firewall? Sure, why not?
Rosemary.
Whoa. Okay.
I always found that interesting about the Tales of games, is that the herbs are stat boosters.
Yeah.
Makes no sense in my opinion, but it's a thing.
Well, I forget what they are in Dragon Quest, but if I recall, they're equally strange.
I don't remember Dragon Quest. Bro, I got so upset with Dragon Quest 11.
Oh.
Don't get me wrong, it's a good game, and I will probably go back to it at some point. But I played it, and I got what I thought was what I think is like the second half of the game. And I want you to keep in mind that while I was when I was playing this game, you know, they're supposed to be somewhat difficult because they're JRPGs. You know, you're supposed to grind and stuff. And I made it to the point where, like, you know, I was fairly well. I didn't have to worry too much about, like, using a lot of healing items in between fights, and boss fights weren't, like, you know, life or death situations, because I had leveled a decent amount. And then I get to the second half of the game, or what I think is the second half of the game. I don't 100% know for sure. And all of a sudden, the difficulty spike shoots through the fucking roof, and it's just like, all right, cool. You know, I guess, like, I was in the first area they put me, and I was, like, losing fights. Like, it was that bad. And then I didn't have money to buy equipment to help with that, because, like, the monsters weren't dropping a lot, and I didn't have quests I could do. And so I'm just like, I don't know what to do here.
Yeah. Well, I think it was number 8. I got to the final boss and was never able to beat it. Because I was able to do everything else in the game super easy. Including some of the secret dungeons. Not the one that you have to beat the game, but a lot of the other things. And I could not even remotely come close to beating the final boss for some reason. Its opening attack, because it would always go first, would be like 3 to 5 full party hits in a row.
Yeah, that's crazy. One second, I'm waiting for a cutscene.
I never liked the hypocrisy that was in the last Dragon Quest game, though.
How?
I didn't play super far, but I got far enough where I noticed that anytime a monster does, like, anything story-related, they're like, we have to kill it for the greater good, or some random BS. Meanwhile, there's literally a human that's like, yeah, I sacrificed a couple hundred people to be able to get fame and wealth, and they're like, you shouldn't do that. And that's all they do to him. And it's like, because every single human, they're like, oh no, slap on the wrist. And it's like, really? I mean, one of the monsters you killed him because he took away parts to fix a bridge.
Yeah, that is kind of stupid. I can agree with you on that.
I really didn't like the main characters, like, at all.
Yeah, that's fair.
I might play it anyway, but I don't like the main characters.
Yeah. You know the Trials of Mana?
Yes.
Happy that they brought over the port, you know, instead of having to find a ROM to play and stuff like that. Really cool that they made it, like, into 3D and stuff like that. Really liked the graphics. It was great. Beat the main boss without too much of an issue. Like, I beat the story. And then they're like, all right, cool, there's this hidden boss. Like, I say hidden, it's just like they announce it, like, after you beat the main boss. And I'm like, all right, cool. And, like, I'm walking up to it, and I'm fighting the monsters leading up to it. I'm like, all right, these are a piece of cake. These are fine. and then I get to the hidden boss, and like she basically like 2-tapped me. And she's like, "Bro, what am I supposed to do to that?"
I don't know if there's anything you can do at that point.
And so it's just like I just like, all right, cool. I played because like I always like played a ROM and stuff like that, but it always felt a little weird because like sometimes the translation might be messed up or like one thing or another, right? And I always felt like the game would be better 3D, and I'm like, surely they'll actually make this game and bring it over to the US, and I was right, they did eventually. And so glad that they did. Like, it was really good. Is that health bar at the top yours, or?
Those red ones at the top were their health bars. Mine is
Gotcha.
on the bottom near my skills.
Ah, I see it, I see it, I see it.
Whew.
Oh!
I didn't even do good enough in this one to be able to go another round. That's fine. I'm just trying to unlock things anyway. I haven't played many of the Mana games, but so far, Secret of Mana is still my favorite.
I need to actually go through and play Sacred of Mana.
I have the 3D remake, and on the Switch, I have the original that's in that bundle.
I have the original I have the bundle on the Switch. I don't know if I have the 3D remake still. I don't know which one I would want to play.
I want to play both because they have different feels to them, even though they're basically the same. They play
that's fair.
surprisingly differently.
Yeah, that's fair. I can see that. I keep telling myself I'm going to play it, but
Like,
then I never do.
one of the major things I noticed about it is the 3D one seems to be the opposite of the difficulty to easy ratio of the original. Because in the original, I felt that once, like, you had to make it so that you were basically you could have a cakewalk with the enemies in the area to fight the bosses, because the bosses were so hard compared to the enemies of their area.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The 3D one, the enemies were like at the same level as the boss, so I could like be like, oh, I beat the boss. Meanwhile, head back to the area the boss came from, and the enemies were wiping the floor with me. It was the weirdest thing.
That does sound awkward.
Because I got almost to the end. Whoa, why is my wheel all weird?
That is a weird wheel.
Why is it upside down? Why is the pyromancer down there? Well, how do I get down there? Do I have to use mouse and keyboard for this? I will, but that's so weird.
Are those characters?
These are
Like
characters.
the question marks. Oh, wow, that's a lot of characters for that game.
Yeah, they haven't released all of them. These are presumed plans. Like, at first, your wheel is just this little part, and you have to fill everything in here, and then it unlocks this, which you can start filling out into the void. But this is the wheel once it zooms out for you.
That's neat. I still have to play this game.
I saw Dash playing this, and I was like, I want to play this.
I saw Dash playing it too, and he bought it for me.
Cool.
And like something else, and I forgot what. But what time is it? 2:30. Yeah.
Sure, I'll get that.
Yes.
That at
In the
maximum.
White Shoulder Plains.
Both
Right.
increase.
So you're trying to get to that crystal, which unlocks further things, right?
I don't know. I don't know what the crystal is. I don't even know if Dash has gotten far enough to get to the big purple crystal. I'm just collecting skills that, so far, basically everything has been useful. I might get rid of some of the ones that bolster, because each character seems to have like a special that they unlock. And this, mine is the thing that creates that like fiery portal that when I touch it, I become glowy and shoot fire. But it's really not that useful. Barbarians is significantly more useful. It increases their attack damage and their attack speed by a great deal.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like. Meanwhile, I believe the paladin is good like that too, but to get it to activate is so much more annoying. Because, like pyromancer, you just have to wait and not take damage because taking damage lowers the bar as it fills up, and then you have to touch the portal. I forget what barbarian is. I watched Dash do it, but I wasn't paying attention to how he activated it. It seems to just activate on its own. Paladin's a little tiny like yellow circle that's not like super small, but definitely not big, appears relatively nearby you, and you have to stand in it and wait until it like does an explosion. And if you're in it when it does an explosion, it fills up your bar a little bit.
Interesting.
But because the way this game works, you basically have to be mobile all the time, which makes it almost impossible to stay in that circle.
Yeah.
So, as Dash says, he's like, I rarely ever get to use my skill because it just never lines up right.
Yeah.
It's one of the things that definitely needs balancing.
That's fair. I forget. Did you ever like the game, like Mega Man Zero, like the 2D platformers?
I never played it, and I don't particularly care for Zero.
I mean, because I know you play Mega Man. I'm asking you if you like that style of game, at least.
I do like that style. I like Mega Man, Mega Man X. Those games are fun. I have 20XX. Which 20XX was directly based on Mega Man X. Style-wise and play-wise.
Interesting. I was asking because have you heard of the game Dragon Marked for Death?
No.
So
It sounds like something that I've heard once. It might be something that either you or Syrup mentioned at some point, but offhand, I don't remember.
So what it is a mission-based slash story, because there is a story to it, but a mission-based side-scroll platform RPG. There are 4 classes, and they each have their own like unique skills and stuff like that. Essentially, you go through completing missions that are posted at like a tavern, and level up your skills and get items so that way you can, like equip better equipment and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
But you can play with up to 4 people.
Huh.
So that's why I was asking about it, because Syrup and I started playing it, and we really need to get back to it, but I don't know how much Syrup and I are going to be able to do anything. Because she's going back to school. Not going back, she's going to school now. which is going to make One Piece interesting because I don't know if she's going to be able to do it, because I think she was talking. She mentioned that yesterday, where she doesn't. She doesn't know if she's going to be there next week, and she doesn't know
in the foreseeable future if she'll be able to make it.
Yeah.
She may have to find time to watch it with you guys separately or something. I don't know.
Fair.
Because our days are limited to correspond. I do know that if you want to watch that one filler arc, you'll want to do it with the people that want to watch it, because Sugar definitely doesn't want to watch it.
The Warship?
Yeah. And I don't particularly care for it. What?
I don't think... I'm fine with not watching it.
Yeah, it was Syrup and, I think, Snowy, maybe, that wanted to. I don't remember.
I said I wouldn't mind it. Because Snowy wasn't there, I don't think.
Yeah, that's right. Snowy had to leave by that point. Syrup wanted to watch it because Jello or something said.
Yeah, Jello said that it was a decent arc to watch.
Because I've read that it's one of the better fillers, but I mean, I'd almost want to skip the Foxy Pirates if they weren't canon.
I'd be okay with skipping Foxy Pirates, to be honest, but...
Well, we can discuss that with Sugar. Because I'm sure she wouldn't mind us going into that. Because, I mean, I don't think the Foxy Pirates ever appear again in canon. We just might have to see some of the stuff in the episodes at the beginning and end of their thing.
Yeah. Because I think I got up to the Foxy Pirates and I just thought it was a giant joke, so I stopped.
Yeah. Oh, did you see the end of the fight with them?
No, I made it like 2 episodes in and I was done.
Yeah, there actually is like filler within that extends the Foxy Pirates, because as I said, the people that made the anime at Toei or whatever love Foxy, so they extended his scenes and added whole new like games for them to do.
Wow.
But yeah, at the very end it ends up to being basically a draw where it has to be Luffy versus Foxy. And Foxy has a devil fruit that he has beans that he fires that like puts you in like slowed down stasis where he can just waylay on you, and then once a short time is up, it all catches up with you all at once. And he just keeps doing that with Luffy. Luffy gets a pep talk at the beginning though from Usopp about how to be stronger, and it's how he channels the hidden fighter of something or other, but he becomes Afro Luffy.
Afro?
Yeah, he just gets an Afro wig to wear.
That's weird.
Yeah, but it's very Luffy. But yeah, he eventually, because Foxy cheats the entire time, but one of the things he uses to cheat is he has a room that he's basically in a machine that has a bunch of like automatic punching gloves, and there's glass on one side of the wall, and he just keeps firing his beam and then bouncing all over the room. Luffy breaks the glass, and a shard gets stuck in his afro, and when they get blown out of the room later, he like puts the glass on his glove and reflects the slow beam back at Foxy. And he just does this really long wind up and then slams into the slow down Fox's face. Makes it like face, turns around and just walks away as Foxy is slowly being contorted before the time runs out on his own ability, and he gets sent flying. It's a really good finisher.
Interesting.
I do like the end of the Foxy Pirates thing, but the whole like ordeal feels very fillery. But yeah. I don't know if Sugar would want to, but I don't think she would mind if we skip that. We just might watch like the episode before and after, as I said. And maybe
yeah.
she'll want to see Foxy get beat up.
Yeah, it just like if we need to, I'll watch it. But like if we can avoid it, I would like that.
I don't blame you. It's not everyone's cup of tea. Because if we can skip that, then we'll be heading into the Water 7 section, which leads up to one of my favorite arcs.
Nice.
Technically, it's part of that arc, but since they're generally named after the locations that they are at, it's technically a separate thing. Kind of like how Jaya was technically a separate thing from Skypiea. I think I want to increase everything by 2. Reroll? Ooh, Chaos Golem. Yes, please.
Earn in skill points and money.
Meteor! By the power of Sephiroth, I shall destroy you. Resilience. Touch of ice. I saw you spawn there. Don't want any of those. I'll take that. Ow. $25, I believe? Let's see.
That would
Well,
be plenty of...
Cool.
Yeah, there we go. I have 1,000 now.
Maybe that Flame Wave? Relentless.
I can't want... Oh.
Conflagration.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Flamethrower.
Oh, I should have done that one.
If I can get Smite.
Wait,
Sure.
then. So you want accessories?
I made
What's
it
up?
bleed. Well, I was just
You made
amused
it
by
bleed.
I made the totem with a crystal on it bleed.
How?
I don't know.
She.
Oh, goody. I summon 3 bosses now when when the bosses appear.
Wait, why?
Because I'm on tier 5 of the full amount of chaos
Oh.
increases. For at least this area. Banish that. Damage, be sure.
Can't make it assist with it, but I can at least start this.
Multicast of fire. Chain lightning sounds cool, but venomous, sure. Frailty. Man, I'm doing way more damage now. Schlorp. Increase protection. Light beam. This map just feels easier. $31 health.
Whee! Whoa, Mr. Obama.
What?
Stop it, it's a video.
Your flamethrower isn't so useful if I can be next to you. There's a red totem somewhere. Woohoo! I am here now. What is it? Oh! The effect of meteor. Magnetic. Question and open. Lock power. Ouchies. Ooh. Sure.
That's a lot going on your screen.
Yeah.
I would be so bad at. Oh, hold on a second. Cutscene real quick.
Gotcha.
Um, what I was gonna say is, like, if I played that game, I would be so bad at, like, picking the best skills that suit what my needs, or, like, my builds. Like, I'm so bad at that.
Well, I don't think I'm good at it. I just pick what I feel will be good for the situation. Whether that's actually good for the situation, I don't know. That is a lot of things happening over to the left right there.
As much as I would like to keep playing, I have to be up sometime.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh dear. This way.
Oh, wow. I wonder what they're gonna make the next Tales of game. It's been 2 or 3 years? No, 2021? Well, it's been 2 years. Let's still got time then.
Of course there's still poison over here.
Of course! There's always poison!
Well, there's a boss that makes poison spots, and they stick around forever.
That's what I wanted to look up. Come here, friends. Do your friends list. Hello, friends. Let's go to profile, because I want to know which ones you got. Game zone. A lot. Holy crap, Jay. Oh yeah, that's right. I really need to play 100% RNGs because I really want to know what that game's about.
Yeah, I don't know what it's about either.
It was gifted to you, right?
It was in a bundle, I believe.
Okay. It's supposedly a board game.
Yeah.
I heard it's like, I don't want to say Dokapon Kingdom, but like, I can't think of anything else.
Whoa, hi spiders of incredible fastness.
When did you get Monster Camp?
We played it together.
I know. We played Monster Prom, but I didn't know you got the second one too.
I don't know when I got that then.
Because like
Oh,
I couldn't remember
I think that was in one of the
bundles.
yeah, the monthly ones.
Oh yeah. Because I was about to say, like, I couldn't remember if you liked the game or not.
It was interesting.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I couldn't remember if you liked it or not because of that.
I didn't dislike it. It just made me a little uncomfortable at times.
It, again, that's why I'm just like, I'm surprised.
There's quite a few games that I have that I just have because of happenstance rather than anything else.
Fair. So you have
I just got hit by like 3 lasers at once.
Yeah, I just saw that and I'm like, damn. You have Symphonia, which is a Vesperia and Zestiria. Does the Symphonia have both games in there?
I believe it's just Symphonia 1.
That sucks because I have the PS3 version, which has both games, and I would really like to play both games.
The second one is an okay game. It's nowhere near as good as the first.
Let me find out. Let me open.
And even all the way to the end, the 2 main characters really never become likable. It's very strange. Yeah. I don't remember ever really liking the 2 main characters.
Oh, didn't mean to do that. I accidentally started the game because we're just gonna force quit you. Bye. Yeah, it looks like it's just the first one, which sucks. Oh, I can't wait for the next ease. The next ease is gonna be a good one. Oops. We need to play more Unrailed. That was a fun game.
It was hectic but fun.
Yeah. Making Lacrimosa Diane and Monster Nox. Oh god. I exploded.
Bless you.
Thank you. Game. Monster Nox, which I believe has got, very positive, and Lacrimosa Diane, which are very positive. Which I beat. So I really don't need them on PC, but I would really like to have the whole collection. What's going on in the store? The Texas Chainsaw Massacre now available. No thanks. I don't even... What is Starfield supposed to be? Open world space RPG. Whatever. Is New World even good? I don't know. Sea of Thieves would be interesting to play with this group, but I don't know if Sugar could get into it.
The fact that you can just be waylaid by high-level people at any given moment is the reason I've never played it.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't blame you for that.
They announced a couple of years ago, they were like, we're going to be making a single-player version where you can play offline with just friends and stuff. And it's like, cool. And then they never did.
Never did it. Yeah. Oh God. Why would you do that?
Hmm?
Oh, fuck. Phasmophobia had a large update.
Yes.
They added 40 new items. Equipment. Each equipment item now has 3 tiers. Okay, so that's not as bad, but that's still annoying. And it's locked behind levels and money. Has 3 tiers, increasing our equipment count from 22 to 60. The cost, their tiers cost a large sum of money to unlock, but each tier will cost the same to bring into a contract. So, and to upgrade, you have to go to the require level, go to the shop, and then press any of the items you eyes tile, then hit upgrade. Oh, that's awful.
You could say that about every time Phasmophobia does an update, pretty much.
Yeah. Several names have been replaced to accommodate changes. Okay, so the words covers a broader spectrum of fingerprints. Evidence is ultraviolet. Footsteps. It's called footprints. Candle and lantern, firelight. Matchbox and lighters, igniter. Switching sensor, incense, video camera, UV light, sanity medication, headgear, and flashlight. We felt dots was a very interactive evidence site, so we completely refactored it. We got instead of it being a clone of the ghost that gets spawned in and reveals with dots, the following will happen. You will no longer get duplicate dot ghosts or dots triggered during the events, hunts, or other interactions. Ghosts with dots evidence can now enter a short dot state where they are temporarily visible with infrared light. During this time, they'll wander towards the nearest player before disappearing if the player is in the same room. Dot's ghost photos now count as normal ghost photos. Banshee will try to roam towards their target instead. I don't know how I feel about this.
I know how to feel about it. It's just weird how every time they update, they have to make it feel like it's a whole new game. Multicast on everything that's magical. Oh sure, I'm getting the really good cards now that I'm playing an easier mode. Meteor and Meteor Shower?
There's. I just don't know how I feel about this. That sucks. Like, it seems like they made the game more complicated.
Yeah. Needlessly, even?
Yeah. Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, let's fucking go! I really want that game.
What?
Bomb Rush Cyberpunk? Have you not heard of it?
No.
Have you heard of Jet Set Radio?
I've heard of the name.
Bomb Rush Cyberpunk is the spiritual successor. Like, so Sega owns Jet Set Radio and Jet Set Radio Future, and they have not made a sequel for the... Like, they haven't made a third one or anything like that. And I don't think they ever will. So someone went out of their way to make a spiritual successor.
Okay.
Which I thought was entertaining. And it got dropped today, and it has 1,375 reviews, and they are all positive. I need to play Cuphead. I was told I couldn't beat it. I beg to differ. I also need to get Bread and Fred.
Ah, a skill to get rid of.
Oh?
This is almost universally considered by everyone to be the worst skill in the game.
Which
It increases Leviathan. Increases your damage modifier by 20% for the green level, but it subtracts 10% from your movement speed.
Why?
Exactly. In a game where you need to be mobile, it makes you slower.
Don't get me wrong, I understand wanting to, do big funny numbers, but game where you need to be mobile, like, why would you do that?
Very good question.
Have you played Cassette Beast?
I have not played it. I want to at some point.
It looks interesting.
Why are there 3 bosses? I thought I turned it down. Maybe I didn't.
What?
I'm questioning why there's 3 bosses instead of 2. I thought I turned it down to the 3rd level.
I don't know.
Because you need it to be at a certain, basically, difficulty level in order for certain ores to appear. Which
Fair.
you use to craft weapons that give you other skills. Well, skill cards that can appear. Increased quantity of Chaos Golems.
I need to finish Scarlet. I mean, Scarlet Violet. I don't know why I keep saying I have Scarlet. I have Violet. Oh, speaking of which...
Have you got yourself your Mew?
No, that's what I was just thinking about. I'm like, I need to get my Mew real quick before I go to bed. Because the last time I played this game, I was going to do... Oh, I opened it up recently. Oh, shit, I have to actually... I can't do it in undocked mode because I need to... My L button's broken. What was I saying? Oh yeah, but it's dead.
Yeah?
Fuck.
Huh?
No, I'm talking to myself about my controller. Oh, hello.
Hello?
Okay. But the last time I tried playing, or the last time like we were talking about it, like I finally got my internet hooked back up and everything like that, and they were doing server maintenance.
Oh.
Um. So, I hadn't done it since.
That's understandable.
The a piece of me is just like I uh 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 that's weird. Was just like, will I even remember the story? And but I'm just like, it's Pokemon. Like, I remember Team Star was like causing problems because like their leader made a plan and he left. The badges is just the badges. There's no real special about that. And then the sandwiches you up, it's basically like healing making the guy who was a dick make him actually be a decent person.
Yeah.
So so like I essentially remember the story.
Yeah. Sugar kind of wanted to play that tonight, but I didn't feel like playing it right now because the main thing she wants to do is complete her Pokédex, and I find it boring to go out of my way to try to recollect them because I've already collected the vast majority of the Pokemon outside of that Pokédex. Like, I will play it again because I still need to get some of the, like, I guess they'd be mythical level Pokemon that you need to get those stakes to unlock. And there's a few Pokemon from the new Pokédex I haven't gotten, but I have most of them.
I'm enjoying the story of this one. I don't know if I'll finish the Pokédex, but I'll definitely, like, catch Pokemon I know I don't have and stuff like that. Why is my Charcadet still not evolved?
I believe you need an item.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not level based, I don't think.
Because, like, I'm like, my Charcadet's level 40.
Yeah, I think there's an NPC that you have to talk to that gives you an item, and each version of the game gives you a different item, which is why they're version exclusive.
Got you. My Mew, by the way, is water Terra type.
Oh, cool. So that means it started with a water skill.
Surf and Life do.
Wow. Yeah, I think they start with Life too. But Surf, that's an impressive water move.
It is. It also knows Swift and Light Screen, but I'm not surprised about that.
Light Screen isn't bad for Terra raids. I don't remember if Dash is keeping his. Just because it buffs the entire team.
Are we gonna try the
Mewtwo one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crap. What level do you think we have to be for that?
Probably 100.
Fuck. Oh, looks like I know what I'm doing in my spare time now.
What's funny is Sugar may have Mew be her favorite Pokemon, but my Mew is level 100 first. Slightly over a minute, and I had level 100.
Do we even want Mew for that, or do we want a different Pokemon?
Mew is already considered probably the best bet.
Okay.
Because of Mew's versatility, its incredible stats for being a mythical Pokemon, and just in general, it's good. I might change my Mew, its Terra type, to be a Dark Terra type, so that when it terastallizes, all of Mewtwo's strongest attacks won't be effective. Because Dark is immune to Psychic.
I'll get rid of Quaxwell and start training up my Mew then.
But yeah,
Oh, I know what I'm doing tomorrow, I guess.
if you want to get leveling up things quickly, just do a bunch of Terra raids that you can do that are scattered around your map. They'll give you level up items rather frequently.
That's fair.
That's how I got my Pokemon leveled so fast. I was like, hey, look at all these level up candies. You hungry, Mew? And meanwhile, I always forget I have actual rare candies. I have 24 rare candies I've never used.
Yeah, nice.
Yes.
I remember actually liking Pokemon in general. I don't know why, I have a problem, when I'm like, oh, I'll play, and, I know other people who got the game, and then, I keep forgetting my life gets in the way of shit. And so it's I always feel, left out when people are like, oh, I'm done. And I'm like, oh, I'm not even halfway through the game.
Well, I'm like that with games. Don't use me as a reference in that, because if I like a game, I tend to, whenever I can, play it. So I beat games crazy fast. I mean, I think it was Mega Man X. When I got it for the first time, I played it so much and intensely that maybe it wasn't Mega Man X. Either that or it was when I got it second time. Either way, my parents got it for me, and then at the end of the day, I was like, "Oh, that was a fun game." And they're like, "So, how far did you get?" I was like, "I beat it."
I think my biggest issue is everybody talks about getting the game, and then I get it at the same time as them, and they put more time and effort into it. And I like the Pokemon games, and I'm like, oh yeah, I should totally play this. But because of just my ADHD and life getting in the way of things and stuff like that, I keep forgetting that I should keep playing the game even though people are ahead of me. Because they're fun games. And then I just get sad about it, and then I just stop playing. And I'm like,
Oh.
the same thing happened for Sword and Shield. I'm like, oh yeah, me and my old roommate got it at the same time. We got the double pack, and then he was just able to go through and beat the game in 2 or 3 weeks. And I'm like, well, what's the point of me playing it? If I try to fight you, if we battle, then I'm my Pokemon are never gonna beat yours. And then, you've already seen everything, so it's just, I can't really be like, oh, yeah, this is cool. You already know about it.
I guess I'm just used to playing most of my games by myself, because, I mean, other than games that were inherently multiplayer already, like co-op two-player games that you could play with, multiple controllers and stuff, It wasn't until I think I was an adult before I ever had games that I was playing alongside people, because Sugar was never much of a gamer. Her first system was, I believe, the 3DS or the DS, one of those two, and she had a Pokemon game. Actually, was her first one. It was Sapphire, and I had already beaten Ruby basically by the time she had that. So even then, we didn't play them simultaneously. So I've never really played things simultaneously, so I'm just used to, when I have a game, just playing it.
Yeah. Well, because I beat Sapphire, and I beat did I have Black? I think I had Black.
Which legendary was it? Because if it was the white, I'll say if it was the white one, you had Black. If it was the Black one, you had White.
I had Black then.
Yeah. Black 2 and White 2 matched their colors. It's very weird.
That is weird. Because I still felt sad because my friends had beaten Black and White before me. But I managed to go through and beat it. But since then, most of the time I'm like, oh, I'll get a Pokemon game. But then like everybody else is like, oh yeah, we're gonna get it. We should totally like play and like together, like discover all this stuff, and then they go do it without me, and I'm like, what's the point? But like I'm trying to get past that for some games.
Well, it's not really even the current one with the multiplayer thing isn't really a go and explore things together because of just the inherent way that Pokemon is set up.
Yeah. Which again, I agree. I just need to get over the fact that like, oh, we should play it, and then like just play it because it's a fun game. I like it. The Pokemon are cool and unique. Like I like the stories and stuff like that because I want to play the DLCs too because the DLCs look really cool. I need to go to bed.
Yeah.
I would like to keep talking to you, but if I don't go to bed now, then I will be up for like hours.
Yeah, I understand. I'll probably be going to bed after this run.
Alright, it was fun doing stuff with you tonight. We'll get to play more on fucking Sunday.
Yeah.
Hope you have a great night.
Same to you.
Goodbye, bye-bye.
Good night, bye-bye. Be poissoned. Jeez, there's so much going on right there. Expand my power. Whoa, whoa. Foolish fool! More dots. I really think that it didn't apply that I removed things. However, I bet that it will not count as having everything, even though it's summoning the right amount of bosses. Hey, you poison thing. Quit farting. Where is the other bosses? One is down here. Lots of blocking. Great chances. Hey, 55%. When I checked that last run, that's where it was at too. Something's making AoEs now. And it could be that thing down there, or any number of other things. Area effective meteor. Ah, there's the Chaos Bringer. That's why there was all those random explosions that were close to me. Melt. Wow, I actually did good enough to be able to get the red portal. But I'll go in here. Sweet. 4 whole levels. Yo, why does it click? To the skill tree. Still don't know why it was rolled this way. This was up this direction. Is there a way to, like, rotate it somehow? Oh. Speed or pickup range. % more of that. That's cool. Okay, blacksmith. Okay, so I need more iron. I have enough sapphire. I need to get some palladium. And a little more obsidian. That's very, like, crystalline for obsidian. Metal? I hate to break it to you. Obsidian's not a metal. It's a rock. Very pretty rock, but it's a rock. I see. I didn't take off these. That would have made that go a little bit faster. If only there's a way to, like, quick go with those. Even this doesn't seem like it'd be fast. Legendary mineral. Legendary mineral unlocks at 5. Does 6 and 7 have their own as well? What's after legendary mineral? I mean, the cards only go after legendary. Maybe it gives different bonuses too. It's like even more ore. The final one's like ore everywhere. It's like, oh, cool. I don't know. Anyway, I think that this shall be all for tonight. I've really only been streaming for 4 hours. I'm doing more tired than I thought. I haven't even done a ton today. Just tired. Oh well. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And maybe I'll see you in the future. Oh, Vega exploded. May you all have a wonderful day. Goodbye, everyone.